really need to understand what's happening with the lumbar spine and what the spinal mechanics are of the low back. So I've got this great plastic representation of a vertebra, and these two blue areas represent the transverse process, and this red area here represents the spinous process, and this area here represents the body of the vertebra. So I'm holding it like this to match Mr. Otto's lumbar spine, just like so. When we talk about spinal mechanics, we're first of all going to keep it really simple for the purposes of this course. And if you want to get more in depth, there are books that cover the spinal mechanics, into much more detail. There's some osteopathy books and some spinal mechanics books out there that really kind of do a deep dive on it. But we really can cover the basics and do a lot of great work just with the basics. So when we talk about spinal mechanics and vertebral movement, we're going to talk about it in relation to the body of the vertebra. And you might be attempting to read this right here, and it actually says anti-clockwise and clockwise. I'm not going to talk about it with regards to clockwise and anti-clockwise. I'm actually, for today, we're going to talk about it in terms of left and right rotation. So, like I said, this is the body of the vertebra. And we're going to talk about how this vertebra moves either in right rotation or in left rotation. And the right or left is in relation not to me, not to the viewer, but to Mr. Otto, his right or left. So again, if Mr. Otto has a vertebra that is in right rotation, this is what's happening. If Mr. Otto has a vertebra that is in left rotation, this is happening. Another thing that we want to keep in mind is that when there is side bending, there is rotation. And this is based on Fryette's laws. Fryette's laws are really interesting and really in depth. We're just going to cover some of the very, very basics that really says that there is rotation in side bending. So when Mr. Otto side bends to either his left or his right, there will be rotation of the vertebra. That's one of Fryette's laws, and it's one of the ones that we're going to really kind of cover today. So again, to reiterate, when there is side bending, there is rotation. And specifically, when Mr. Otto side bends to his right, there will be left rotation. And notice I moved the vertebra this way. The body of the vertebra, right in here, is moving towards Mr. Otto's left. So again, when there is right side bending, there is left rotation. The opposite is also the case. When there is left side bending, when Mr. Otto side bends to his left, there is right rotation. The body of the vertebra will rotate to the right. Hey folks, thanks for watching the Morales Method YouTube channel. If you want more information on relieving low back pain, please click on the link above for our online course. And if you want more recommended videos, then please click on the links below. And finally, please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.